Okay, so today we're going to talk about what is the Chiddush, what is so great about the second day of Yom Tov, which we started discussing 2 days ago. And now that we learned some of the Kabbalah in the previous videos, we'll have a better understanding. So we said that the Ayin Sarim, you have these 70 nations of the world. What do they receive from? They receive from Malchus of Yetzirah and Asiya. That's how they receive their sustenance. So essentially, the godliness of Malchus, of Asiya and Yetzirah is in captivity, is in exile within the Ayin Sarim, giving them life. And what happens when the second day of Yom Tov comes? What becomes revealed? The additional light of godliness of Atzilus b'Malchus. So while they're in captivity, what becomes revealed? They get a abundance of light from the level of Atzilus while they're still in the Ayin Sarim, which is incredible. They're in captivity and they're getting godliness. Normally, on a regular day-to-day basis, today, for example, all we have is the godliness of Yetzirah and Asiya, Malchus of Yetzirah and Asiya, which is in the 70 nations, which is how we are getting our hashpah here in Chutz La'aretz. But by Yom Tov, we get a revelation from a higher level, from Atzilus, into those levels. Good morning, Shmuley. In more detail, there's a differentiation between the Kabbalah of the Ramak, the Moshe Cardavero, and the Arizal. So that's Ramak. The Ramak holds that the revelation of God from Atzilus is directly in the Ayin Sarim. However, the Ladas Harizal, as we explained just before, according to Harizal, it's the revelation is in the Malchus of Yetzirah and Asiya, which they are in captivity in the Ayin Sarim, and that's where the revelation occurs. So it's not direct by itself, it's through the other levels, the other world. For this reason, we can understand the great simcha that there is in Chutz La'aretz on the second day of Yom Tov, greater than that which is in Eretz Yisrael. And then the Rebbe brings a mashal, like a prince who is in captivity, right? So it's when he comes out of captivity, the simcha of the king is much greater than had the prince always been at his table eating and enjoying life. It's a much greater simcha. So too by Malchus of Yetzirah, goes by Ayin Sarim, which Malchus Asiya of Yetzirah and Asiya are in captivity in the Ayin Sarim. When there's a revelation of this great light from Atzilus, then the simcha that occurs is much greater than the simcha that Malchus has in Atzilus itself. And Atzilus, it doesn't care; it's there, it's whatever. It's like the king's table; he's always been there. However, when it goes down into a place where it's in exile, then it's a much greater simcha when it comes out. And this is the great simcha which occurs in Galus, the second day of Yom Tov, much greater than that which of the first day, which happens only which happens in Eretz Yisrael. Because in Eretz Yisrael, on the first day, you only have the hashpah of the shefa of Atzilus, of Malchus, the Malchus of Atzilus alone. That's all you have. However, in Galus, we have the Hamshacha of Atzilus, so we're getting a much greater hashpah than ever before in the Ayin Sarim, in the workings of the world. We're getting from a level of Atzilus. That is something that's unbelievable, and the simcha is so great. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. We merit the coming Mashiach now. L'chaim.